Today we're covering human evolution. The slides jump around a lot, so I'm going to put everything into one clear story that follows the timeline from our primate ancestors all the way to modern humans. Everything here comes from the lecture slides. First, remember one important fact. Humans are primates. Many students think humans are separate from animals or separate from primates. That's not true. Humans belong to the order primates, the same group that includes monkeys, apes, chimpanzees, gorillas, orangutans, and gibbons. Primates share several characteristics. Large brains forward-facing, eyes binocular vision, meaning both eyes work together for depth perception. Grasping hands, flexible limbs, relatively slow reproduction rates compared to many other animals. There are two major groups of primates: prosimians, lemurs, lorises, tarsiers; anthropoids, monkeys, apes, humans. Mini summary. Humans are primates. We share many characteristics with other primates because we evolved from common ancestors. Question: are humans primates? Answer: yes, humans belong to the order primates. Question: what group includes humans, monkeys, and apes? Answer: anthropoids. Question: what primate traits do humans have? Answer: large brains, grasping hands, binocular vision, and flexible limbs. Now let's talk about our closest relatives. Humans did not evolve from modern chimpanzees. Instead, humans and chimpanzees share a common ancestor. Think of it like cousins. You and your cousin did not come from each other. You both came from the same grandparents. The same idea applies here. Humans and chimpanzees share a common ancestor that lived approximately 5 to 7 million years ago. The phylogenetic tree in the lecture shows that chimpanzees are our closest living relatives. Gibbons and orangutans split off earlier and are less closely related to us. Mini summary. Humans and chimpanzees share a recent common ancestor. We did not evolve from modern chimpanzees. Question: did humans evolve from chimpanzees? Answer: no. Humans and chimpanzees share a common ancestor. Question: who are our closest living relatives? Answer: chimpanzees. Question: about when did the human and chimpanzee lineages split? Answer: about 5 to 7 million years ago. What made humans different from other apes? The biggest change was bipedalism. Bipedalism means walking on two legs. As environments changed from forests to open savannas, walking upright became advantageous. Walking upright helped our ancestors see predators over tall grass, spot food from farther away, walk longer distances, efficiently carry food and tools, free their hands for other tasks. Because of this, the human skeleton evolved. Humans have spine exiting from the center of the skull, S-shaped spine, bowl-shaped pelvis, knees, angled inward, strong, weight-bearing knees, foot arches. Apes have spine exiting from the back of the skull, more curved posture, narrow pelvis, different leg angles, no foot arch. Mini summary. Walking upright was one of the most important adaptations in human evolution. Question: what is bipedalism? Answer: walking on two legs. Question: why was bipedalism beneficial? Answer: it helped ancestors see predators, travel farther, and free their hands. Question: name 3 skeletal adaptations for walking upright. Answer: S-shaped spine, bowl-shaped pelvis, and foot arches. Now let's walk through the human evolution timeline. The earliest hominin in your lecture is Ardipithecus ramidus. Ardipithecus lived around 4.5 to 5.5 million years ago. It represents one of the earliest stages after the split from our common ancestor with chimpanzees. Mini summary. Ardipithecus is one of the earliest known human ancestors. Question: what is Ardipithecus? Answer: one of the earliest known human ancestors after the split from chimpanzees. Next came Australopithecus. This group lived around 4 to 2 million years ago. These were the first well-known upright walking hominins. They lived in open savanna environments. Their brains were larger than Ardipithecus, but still much smaller than modern humans. The most famous fossil is Lucy. Lucy belongs to Australopithecus afarensis and lived about 3.18 million years ago. Many scientists believe Australopithecus africanus was likely the ancestor of the genus Homo. Mini summary. Australopithecus walked upright and represents an important step toward modern humans. Question: who is Lucy? Answer: an Australopithecus afarensis fossil about 3.18 million years old. Question: Why is Australopithecus important? Answer: they were early, upright walking hominins and likely ancestors of Homo. Now we reach the genus Homo. This is the group that includes modern humans. The major trend in Homo evolution was increasing brain size. Homo habilis lived about 2.5 to 1.4 million years ago, known for larger brainstem tools. Question: what is Homo habilis famous for? Answer: stone tools. Homo erectus lived about 1.9 to 0.8 million years ago, known for stone tools. Fire use larger brain. Question: what major technological advancement is associated with Homo erectus? Answer: the use of fire. Homo heidelbergensis lived about 800,000 to 200,000 years ago, known for larger brains, sophisticated tools, wide geographic spread. Question: what improvements are seen in Homo heidelbergensis? Answer: larger brains and more advanced tools. Now let's discuss archaic humans. Archaic humans are species that were more advanced than Homo erectus but were not modern Homo sapiens. Examples: Homo neanderthalensis denisovans, Homo floresiensis. Mini summary. Archaic humans lived alongside or shortly before modern humans. Neanderthals are very important. Neanderthals had large brains, used tools, controlled fire, lived in caves and possibly houses, buried their dead with flowers. The old replacement model said modern humans completely replaced Neanderthals. Today we know that wasn't entirely true. People outside Africa contain about 1 to 4% Neanderthal DNA. Mini summary. Neanderthals were intelligent humans who interbred with modern humans. Question: did Neanderthals use tools? Answer: yes. Question: did Neanderthals use fire? Answer: yes. Question: do modern humans have Neanderthal DNA? Answer: yes, especially non-African populations. Denisovans were another archaic human group. They lived in Asia. Scientists discovered them in 2010. People from New Guinea carry approximately 5% Denisovan DNA. This supports the assimilation model. The assimilation model says, modern humans evolved in Africa but interbred with local archaic humans as they spread across the world. This is one of the most important exam concepts. Question: what is the assimilation model? Answer: Homo sapiens evolved in Africa and interbred with archaic humans while spreading around the world. Question: why do some modern humans have Neanderthal and Denisovan DNA? Answer: interbreeding occurred between Homo sapiens and archaic humans. Finally, modern humans. Homo sapiens evolved in Africa. The oldest fossils come from Ethiopia. They date to approximately 200,000 years ago. From Africa, Homo sapiens spread across the world. Migration routes eventually reached Europe, Asia, Australia, North America, South America. Question: where did Homo sapiens originate? Answer: Africa. Question: how old are the oldest Homo sapiens fossils? Answer: about 200,000 years old. Question: where were the oldest Homo sapiens fossils found? Answer: Ethiopia. Cro-Magnons were early modern humans. They entered Europe and Asia roughly 100,000 years ago. They looked like modern humans, made advanced stone tools, hunted cooperatively, created art, carved figurines, painted cave walls, may have been among the first humans with complex language. Question: who were the Cro-Magnons? Answer: early modern Homo sapiens. Question: what evidence suggests Cro-Magnons had culture? Answer: cave paintings, figurines, advanced tools, and possibly language. Big picture timeline. 7 Maya, human and chimpanzee lineages split. 5 Maya, Ardipithecus. 4 to 2 Maya, Australopithecus. 2.5 Maya, Homo habilis. 1.9 Maya, Homo erectus. 800,000 years ago, Homo heidelbergensis. 400,000 to 40,000 years ago, Neanderthals. 200,000 years ago, Homo sapiens appear in Africa. Homo 100,000 years ago, Homo sapiens spread across the world. 200,000 humans. If this is for your Bio 14 midterm, the highest yield facts to memorize are: humans are primates. Humans and chimpanzees share a common ancestor. Bipedalism equal to walking on 2 legs. Lucy equal to Australopithecus afarensis. Homo habilis equal to stone tools. Homo erectus equal to fire. Homo sapiens evolved in Africa. Oldest Homo sapiens fossils equal to Ethiopia, EA 200,000 years ago. Assimilation model equal to Homo sapiens plus Neanderthal Denisovan interbreeding. Humans have Neanderthal DNA because interbreeding occurred. Now let's cover the second half of the lecture. First, what causes infectious disease? Every infectious disease is caused by a pathogen. A pathogen is a disease-causing organism or agent. The four major pathogen groups are bacteria, viruses, eukaryotic pathogens, prions. Important exam fact: all infectious diseases are caused by microorganisms or infectious agents. They do not happen randomly. A pathogen must be involved. Mini summary. A pathogen is anything that causes disease. Question: what is a pathogen? Answer: a disease-causing agent. Question: what causes infectious disease? Answer: pathogens. Question: name the four major pathogen groups. Answer: bacteria, viruses, eukaryotic pathogens, and prions. Pathogens enter your body. Your skin protects most of your body. Pathogens usually enter through openings such as mouth, nose, eyes, urogenital openings. They can also enter through cuts and wounds. Mini summary. Pathogens need a way into the body. Most enter through body openings or damaged skin. Question: what is your body's first line of defense? Answer: skin. Question: how can pathogens enter the body? Answer: through the mouth, nose, eyes, urogenital openings, or wounds. Now let's discuss bacteria. Bacteria are prokaryotes. That means they are living cells without a nucleus. Important: bacteria are alive. They can grow, reproduce, use energy, respond to their environment. Most bacteria are actually helpful. Only a small percentage cause disease. The lecture shows the major parts of a bacterial cell: cell wall, plasma membrane, ribosomes, nucleoid region, capsule, flagellum, fimbriae, pilus, plasmids. Know these especially well. Cell wall provides structure and protection. Many antibiotics kill bacteria by preventing cell wall formation. Capsule, protective outer coating, helps bacteria stick to tissues, makes some antibiotics less effective. Flagellum, used for movement. Fimbriae, allow bacteria to attach to surfaces and tissues. Plasmid, small circular DNA molecule, often contains antibiotic resistance genes. Pilus, allows bacteria to transfer plasmids to other bacteria. Mini summary. Bacteria are living prokaryotic cells. Their cell wall, plasmids, and pili are especially important for disease and antibiotic resistance. Question: are bacteria alive? Answer: yes. Question: are bacteria prokaryotes or eukaryotes? Answer: prokaryotes. Question: what does a bacterial cell wall do? Answer: provides protection and structure. Question: what is a plasmid? Answer: a small circular DNA molecule that often carries antibiotic resistance genes. Question: what is a pilus? Answer: a structure used to transfer plasmids between bacteria. Question: what do fimbriae do? Answer: help bacteria stick to tissues. Question: what does a flagellum do? Answer: allows movement. How do bacteria make you sick? The lecture gives a simple answer. Many bacteria produce toxins. Toxins damage your cells and tissues, causing disease symptoms. Mini summary. Bacteria often cause disease by releasing toxins. Question: how do bacteria cause disease? Answer: they produce toxins that damage cells. Now, let's discuss viruses. Viruses are very different from bacteria. Viruses are not cells. Viruses are not considered alive. Viruses cannot reproduce on their own, grow, carry out metabolism. Instead, they must infect a host cell and use that cell's machinery to reproduce. This is one of the most tested concepts. Mini summary. Viruses are non-living particles that must infect host cells to reproduce. Question: are viruses alive? Answer: no. Question: why are viruses not considered alive? Answer: they cannot reproduce or carry out metabolism on their own. Question: what must viruses do to reproduce? Answer: infect a host cell. Virus structure. A virus contains genetic material, capsid, spike proteins, sometimes an outer membrane called an envelope. Remember this order: genetic material inside, capsid around the genetic material, sometimes an envelope around the capsid, spike proteins on the outside. Mini summary. Every virus contains genetic material and a capsid. Question. What is a capsid? Answer. The protein coat surrounding viral genetic material. Question. What do spike proteins do? Answer. Help viruses attach to host cells. SARS-CoV-2 and COVID-19. Students often mix these terms up. SARS-CoV-2, the virus. COVID-19, the disease caused by the virus. Coronavirus, the larger virus group or family that SARS-CoV-2 belongs to. Mini summary. Virus equal to SARS-CoV-2. Disease equal to COVID-19. Family equal to coronavirus. Question. What is SARS-CoV-2? Answer. The virus. Question. What is COVID-19? Answer. The disease caused by SARS-CoV-2. Question. What is a coronavirus? Answer. The virus family that includes SARS-CoV-2. How does a virus infect cells? Using SARS-CoV-2 as an example. Step 1. Spike proteins attach to receptors on human cells. Step 2. The virus enters the cell. Step 3. Viral genetic material takes over the cell. Step 4. The cell produces more viruses. Step 5. New viruses leave and infect other cells. Mini summary. Viruses hijack host cells and force them to make more viruses. Question. How do viruses reproduce? Answer. By taking over host cells and using the cell's machinery. Now the most important evolution concept in the lecture. Antibiotic resistance. An antibiotic is a medicine that kills bacteria or prevents bacterial growth. Important. Antibiotics only work against bacteria. They do not work against viruses. Question. What is an antibiotic? Answer. A drug that kills bacteria or prevents bacterial growth. Question. Do antibiotics work against viruses? Answer. No. What is antibiotic resistance? Antibiotic resistance means bacteria can survive exposure to antibiotics that once killed them. The bacteria become resistant, not the person. This is another favorite exam question. Question. Who becomes resistant, the bacteria or the patient? Answer. The bacteria. How does evolution create antibiotic resistance? This is natural selection in action. Step 1. A bacterial population contains variation. Some bacteria already have resistance genes. Step 2. Antibiotics are applied. Step 3. Most bacteria die. Step 4. Resistant bacteria survive. Step 5. Resistant bacteria reproduce. Step 6. The population becomes resistant. The key point. Antibiotics do not create resistance. Resistance already existed. The antibiotic simply selected for resistant bacteria. Mini summary. Natural selection explains antibiotic resistance. Question. Do antibiotics create resistant bacteria? Answer. No. Question. How does antibiotic resistance evolve? Answer. Resistant bacteria survive and reproduce while non-resistant bacteria die. Question. What evolutionary process explains antibiotic resistance? Answer. Natural selection. Size comparison. Largest, smallest, eukaryotic parasites, bacteria, viruses. Question. Put these in order from largest to smallest. Answer. Eukaryotic parasites, bacteria, viruses. Final big picture summary. Infectious diseases are caused by pathogens. Bacteria are living prokaryotic cells, while viruses are non-living particles that must infect host cells to reproduce. Antibiotics kill bacteria but do not work against viruses. Antibiotic resistance occurs because resistant bacteria survive and reproduce through natural selection. SARS-CoV-2 is the virus, COVID-19 is the disease, and coronavirus is the family of viruses. These concepts connect disease biology directly to evolution.